New information on the police presence at Marcus Point theaters, how thieves posed as moviegoers to avoid arrest.
Also, we are getting much clearer pictures this morning of this week's tornado damage. The governor weighing in this morning on whether the federal government will help.
And something else that's going to be clear is going to be our weather for us over the next few days. We'll take a look at what to expect coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. We have an update this morning on that incident at Marcus Point Cinema Wednesday night.
During a press conference, investigators say they found a loaded handgun inside of the stolen car that the teen suspects allegedly crashed near the West Side movie theater. Police say none of the teens were armed when they went into the theater. Take a look at this viewer video. It shows the group of 5 kids getting out of the crashed car on the Beltline and then jumping a fence. Police say once they learned the group had run into the occupied theater, they weren't taking any chances.
But given the size of the theater yesterday, given the fact that there was kind of a screen blocking our view of these people, it was determined that it would be a good idea and safer to send the drone in.
Now, all of these kids were under the age of 18. Police say they entered the front door and actually bought tickets to appear as customers. Police say they are also looking into whether the incident was related to a shots fired case from earlier in the day.
New this morning, 2 people have been arrested after a traffic stop in which they tried to fight the officers. This happened yesterday morning on East Gorham downtown during a traffic stop. Police say the driver backed into the squad car and hit other vehicles. One UWPD officer was taken to the hospital as a precaution for a minor leg injury. During a field sobriety test, officers tased and arrested a 30-year-old woman accused of trying to fight her way out. She faces multiple charges.
To the weather damage now. In the town of Byron, families are cleaning up debris after a tornado came through Wednesday night. You can see in this video here, trees went down and did some damage to homes in that area. Yesterday, Governor Evers made his way to Byron to take a look at the damage. He says he's looking into the possibility of a disaster declaration and that the damage in Monroe County is still being assessed.
That, frankly, usually takes a lot of time. The federal government on this is very specific, and so we want to make sure we take a look at everything, and whatever we can get reimbursed, we will.
He didn't give an exact timeline for state aid, but it could be months or even longer before that happens.
In western Wisconsin, there have been multiple confirmed tornadoes from Wednesday's storms. One of them so far the biggest. It was an EF2 in Toma. The National Weather Service says it was on the ground for more than 35 minutes. 2 others also confirmed in west central Wisconsin. There were 6 total tornadoes Wednesday night.
Boy, such a scary night for so many families across Wisconsin. Luckily, that is not the case for your Friday forecast. We are just sailing into the weekend, Julian.
That's right. We are sailing into the weekend, Leah, as we are seeing plenty of great conditions for us to start off our Friday and even heading into the weekend. As we take a look at our current conditions as of right now here in Madison, 66 degrees, a few clouds onto the higher end, but still plenty of sunshine for us. And what's even better is that we're not looking at a very humid start to our Friday either. Now, as we take a look at our temperatures around southern Wisconsin, 63 degrees in Janesville with 60 degrees in Platteville. A couple areas into the northwest near Viroqua are into the upper 50s, but we're all seeing quite a nice start to our morning. And it's even better because the dew points aren't even hitting the 60s as of right now, aside from Platteville. So we can notice just a little bit of humidity, but nothing too muggy as we're starting off our Friday morning. Now, planning out the rest of today, the morning is going to be rather pleasant and rather quiet. Then as we get into around lunchtime hour and the evening commute, temperatures will warm up, and it will be warm, but it won't be overly warm, especially not as warm as it was yesterday. And thankfully, this high pressure system is going to be moving itself into the upper Midwest, keeping things rather dry and rather quiet for the next few days. Now, as we continue throughout, as we get into lunchtime, as I mentioned, may see a little bit of a light breeze from the northwest, which will keep things not too bad, but just a little cool. As we get into our evening hours, around the 5 p.m. commute, still rather quiet. Our skies are going to be open, and that's going to be the theme for us throughout the rest of our Friday, especially going into tonight and transitioning into our Saturday morning. And I'm a big advocate of it to be able to get out into the waters. So for Saturday, folks, definitely enjoy it because 75 degrees for us and not really looking at too much in terms of winds. And then Sunday is going to be around 84 degrees. We have Father's Day, we have Juneteenth. It's going to be a wonderful day to celebrate both as we get into the rest of our Sunday as well. Now here's a look at our Father's Day 5-day forecast. From 9 a.m. into the later part of our afternoon, it is going to be plenty of sunshine, and the 80s will come in as well once we get into the back end of our afternoon. But our 3 things we're going to need to know is that we're going to hold and maintain a quiet transition throughout the next few days for us until we get into next week, where we're going to start to see some of that heat really crank up for us, especially on Monday and for Tuesdays. We're back into those lower 90s, and the humidity is going to roll back in as well, pushing our heat indices potentially into those triple digits one more time. So we're going to have to keep our eye on Monday and Tuesday, but aside from that, we can forget about it for the next few days and just really enjoy the weather that we have, guys.
All right, Julian Seawright, thank you very much. Developing this morning in the January 6th hearings, the House committee has sent a written request to interview Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas's wife, Ginny. She had exchanged messages with a Trump lawyer in the days leading up to January 6th. During yesterday's testimony, witnesses told the House Select Committee that President Trump and his advisors continued to put intense pressure on Vice President Pence to carry out his wishes, despite it being illegal and unconstitutional.
There is no justifiable basis to conclude that the vice president has that kind of authority.
So you're going to cause riots in the streets.
In the panel's timeline, it showed that even during the attack that endangered Vice President Pence's life, President Trump tweeted that his VP, quote, lacked courage. The hearings will continue next week, the first on Tuesday, the second on Thursday.
Disgraced attorney Michael Avenatti pleading guilty to embezzling millions of dollars from 4 of his clients. Avenatti could face a maximum of 83 years in prison, although his sentence would likely be much less than that. The lawyer who first rose to prominence as porn star Stormy Daniels' attorney is already serving a 5-year sentence on 2 other convictions.
All right, it's 6:06 on your Friday. Coming up, a celebration 10 years in the making for one of our own, doing something good for the community.
And I think I found my favorite chair in the 608 this morning. Take a look at this. Dramatic enough for you? We're talking about the 2022 Madison Area Parade of Homes when we come back. Stick around.
The biggest mattress savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Save up to $1,000 on luxury brands and bonus discounts only available in store. Plus 60-month special financing and fast 5-day delivery on in-stock mattresses. Don't miss it at Ashley.
The summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The challenges we face today feel monumental. Inflation, gas prices, and now an unthinkable threat to a woman's right to choose. I'm Alex Lazary, and I have a track record of getting things done. That's how you know I'll work for you. By lowering prescription drug prices, putting more money into people's pockets, and protecting every woman's right to choose, no matter what. This is why we must defeat Ron Johnson and start meeting our challenges head on. That's why I approve this message.
Massive savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Get doorbuster discounts up to 71% off, plus 60-month special financing with no money down on all in-stock merchandise. And bonus discounts only available in store. Don't miss it at Ashley.
You are watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608 this morning, we have a preview of the 2022 Madison area Parade of Homes.
Better believe it. Josh Bryder live into Forest with more on this year's parade. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, our third stop here. This house is brought to you by Quality First Builders. We've been in a different home every segment so far this morning. So each one a little bit different in their own way, a little bit different taste for you. And this is what is going to be up for showcase starting today in the Madison area Parade of Homes that goes underway and through next weekend. This morning, Adam Nunn of Nunn's Home Furniture, or Kitchen and Bath and Flooring rather, this morning with us. And Adam, I mean, this is a big week for you guys. You're the exclusive sponsor. You've been doing this for years. You know, what makes you want to be part of a big event like this?
Well, so this is our eighth year sponsoring the Parade of Homes and 10th year with the Fall Parade as well. It's great, right? You've got 30 houses, everything from, you know, your first home entry all the way up to, I think we've got some houses up in the $3 million range, so you can come and see every different price point, which is great. For us, it's great. We can obviously showcase some of our products, cabinets, countertops, flooring, appliances, which is great. And we really enjoy this, right? Our clients have been great. The builders have been unbelievable. You know, and then we also get clients that come and say, hey, I want to do, look at this cool floor, look at these countertops. So it's a lot of new trends that you get to see as well.
Yeah, walk us back to the master bath here and, you know, talk a little bit more about where the industry is right now, because obviously a lot of folks have been struggling with, you know, just the setbacks and trying to get some of that product. So are you guys still seeing that as well?
Yeah, you know, supply chain, obviously you guys have heard a lot about how supply chain has been so horrible for a while. And as we've more recently seen, supply chain is drastically improving, right? So everything's supply and demand, and right now we're definitely seeing supply starting to catch up, which is great. So it used to be you're waiting, you know, months and months, and now it's definitely starting to shorten up. We actually have some suppliers that have stock, which is the first time we've had that in a while. So that's great. So if you're looking to do something here, even if it's a home remodel and you want something a little quicker, we definitely are starting to have more availability of product, which is great.
And I would guess with time, that's just going to be getting better as well as we go throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, everything that we're seeing and trending is definitely the case. So
what's your best advice for those folks that are either building right now, maybe looking at doing a remodel?
I would say, first off, don't rush, plan, right? It's a big investment, right? Make your house your home, right? We always tell people that. So come in, truly take your time to say, hey, this is what I like, this is what I want. There's some things that might be delayed a little bit, but if it's truly what you want, it's a big investment, right? I mean, this is where majority of people's income is in their house. So make sure it's truly what you want, and then come on in. We've got 30 designers on staff that can help kind of design the whole, whether it be paint or obviously the interiors that we can come and help, which is great. And make sure it's what you really want it to be.
So Parade of Homes gets underway today. What do folks need to know if they're interested in checking it out?
30 houses, 3 subdivisions where we, obviously this one here at Savannah Brooks, a lot of scattered site as well. Starts today. It's open all weekend long, and next weekend as well. So it's open through this, the 26th. So from now until the 26th of this month.
Very good. Well, Adam, we appreciate your time this morning.
Good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you as well. Adam works out at my gym, so I see him quite often. So
he can lift a lot heavier weight than I can. So.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know, Adam. I think I like this chair, though. This is looking pretty good. Pretty snazzy. I could put my makeup on in this mirror. This looks like a Leah Lynchide makeup room right here, if I say so myself, Chris and Leah.
I don't know about that. Am I? I don't think that I'm that princessy, am I?
No. No.
No, you're not. That's what's funny about it.
I need a sunroom and a stable for my cows.
Oh, my goodness.
I have a reputation to uphold, people.
Moving on.
All right, Josh Bryder, live on the Parade of Homes this morning. Josh Bryder, thanks a lot.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured. Beautiful house there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay. Faced with some really tough health moments for her son Gio more than 10 years ago, our Charlotte DeLeste and her husband Ron poured their hearts into giving back to others, planting the seeds of Gio's garden and truly doing something good. Eric Franke reports.
Just the fact that that Gio's has been here doing what we do for 10 years is an amazing accomplishment.
There's a pretty good chance you've driven past this unassuming house in Middleton without really knowing just how special it is.
Once you discover us and once you discover our story, there's certainly a really compelling story to tell. We help a lot of people.
Since 2012, Gio's Garden has been a lifeline for area families with special needs children from birth through age 6, offering them just a little break to take a breather.
Gio's gives the families a place to hand them off and know that they're going to be well cared for and happy, and you can go and do those things that you don't normally get to do. Like my husband and I had a date night every Tuesday.
Hillary Burning brought her son Colin here, and he's among dozens of graduates.
He just loved being here. And we'd go westbound on the Beltline, and we'd get very mad at us if we didn't bring him to Gio's.
Gio's was his happy place.
It meant a lot to Colin. It meant a lot to our family. It was really hard the day he graduated, and we had to say goodbye.
Colin's rare genetic disorder took his life in 2020. But Gio's Garden became so special to the Burnings, Hillary joined the board, keeping her connected to Colin's memory.
And we like to see that his legacy lives on a little bit in Gio's.
And then there's Jeff Brown, who now runs Gio's Garden. His son Ethan spent Saturday mornings here for 6 years.
You know, we were able to go on bike rides or go to the farmer's market or just mow the lawn or sleep in.
From its humble beginnings and its very first young guest, Amelia, right now, Gio's Garden is serving over 80 children.
To serve that many kids, to be open as much as we are, 7 days a week, it's quite an amazing thing to just kind of keep going and keep going and keep going.
And the inspiration to keep going grew from a selfless vision, inspired by this handsome fella, who remains very special to the News 3 Now family. Gio is the son of our own Charlotte DeLeste,
1, 2, 3.
who, along with her husband Ron, worked tirelessly to cut the ribbon when Gio's Garden opened its doors in June of 2012.
I can't imagine what the time and the effort and the passion they had to get this place up and running.
The work and the energy and the blood and the sweat and the tears that they put into this place to get it going it's gonna be a lasting legacy for them.
And though they never built it for Gio to use, only for other families, that unmistakable Gio smile, his energy, rattles the walls. And if you look close enough, you may even see a familiar face hidden in this mural on the main floor.
This place is their son's namesake, and it was their drive and their energy that was born from their struggle that made this place happen 10 years ago, and that's never going to go away. It's always going to be part of the story.
To have that concept and to really pinpoint what families need in this community, we're blessed. No one else has this.
That was Eric Franke reporting there. To Charlotte and Ron and everyone associated with Gio's, congrats on doing something great for the past 10 years. Gio's, of course, is always looking for ways to expand the East Side to serve even more families. So glad that we took a moment to spotlight this major milestone for Charlotte and her Gio's Garden family.
Oh, such a huge congratulations. Here's to at least 10 more years. I mean, They certainly have a ton of momentum right now, helping as many families. I love hearing that the people who run Gio's all had kids there, essentially. People on the board, the executive director, they know exactly how powerful a place like that can be. So they are invested, and to many more years ahead.
Yeah, certainly means a lot to this community. Definitely doing something good, as Charlotte always says.
You know it. All right, we have a lot of good news in the forecast. Julian's here right here with your certified most accurate. Hey, Julian.
And that's right. We're going to start things off with our weekend forecast for us. Saturday, it's going to be around 75 degrees for us. Not too shabby around this time of year, but it's going to be pretty pleasant as well. Winds won't be much of a factor for Saturday. We'll start to see a little bit of an increase going into our Sunday, but with that, we'll also see a bit warmer temperatures as well. 84 degrees heading into our Father's Day or our Juneteenth, but it's going to be warm, but also it's going to be pretty good conditions for firing up the grill and especially especially just enjoying outside. And I know I already kind of showed you this, but let's show it again because we got to love the dads out there. And this is how timing things out is going to be for our Father's Day forecast. Starting off in the morning around 9 a.m., it's going to be around 74 degrees for us. Then as we get into the afternoon, we will start to see those 80s sweeping their way across Madison for us. So it's going to be relatively nice, and it also will be dry as well, which is also going to be the best part about it. Plenty of sunshine, and we're going to see those temperatures not be overly warm for us. And then for the next few days, it is going to be quite quiet for us here in southern Wisconsin and dry throughout Father's Day. Then as we get into next week, well, we will start to see that heat crank itself back up for Monday and Tuesdays. We are back into those 90s. Humidity will be back as well, so our heat indices are going to start to push their ways and flirt with the triple digits once more. Then after that, we're going to be seeing next week back into the 80s. Plenty of summer weather is on the way, guys.
All right, Julian Seawright, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. 6:19 now. In trending stories this morning, a black hole right in our own backyard.
And in our next half hour, protecting the Juneteenth holiday. What advocates want you to do this Sunday.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Get inspired. Tour 30 custom homes and see the newest trends. The Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is open daily June 17th through 26th. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
Sarah Godlewski leading the fight.
Between Roe v. Wade, paid family leave, affordable child care, and affordable senior care, if you had more women at that U.S. Senate table, they'd be prioritizing things like that.
Sarah Godlewski, straight talk about Ron Johnson.
We do not want politicians like Ron Johnson making health care decisions for women and affecting our freedom.
Sarah Godlewski, the best chance to rid the Senate of Ron Johnson.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I approve this message.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve whole beef brisket, only $2.99 a pound. Pork loin back ribs, only $3.99 a pound. Kellogg's giant size cereal, only $2.99 with coupon. Hy-Vee purified drinking water, get a 24-pack for only $1.98 with coupon. And the savings are hotter than hot on a 24-pack of Pepsi products, only $6.99 with coupon. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
We're back sharing our cow picture of the day. I want to thank Kevin Charles Grunberg for sharing another cow picture, our 4th of the week. So I asked everyone this morning, if you want to share your morning with us, let's try something else.
We need a new theme.
You know which one of us is not sick of the cow pictures.
I know, we can have cow pictures every day, and Leah would not care one bit.
But I understand it's not for everybody. It's time to give Stanford his turn.
Something else, folks. Cat pictures, dog pictures, pig pictures, goat pictures, whatever.
He's not picky.
Anything but cows.
ACG, we do love this picture, though. Cows and rainbows, can't go wrong. Thanks again for sending this in.
Yes, send in those pig pictures. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media. Trending this morning, scientists believe the Hubble telescope has detected a black hole, essentially right in our own cosmic backyard.
Pretty cool. Researchers believe this black hole is in motion through the Milky Way. Scientists identified it when Hubble observed deflected starlight bent by the collapsed star's massive gravitational pull. They think there are about 100 million more free-floating black holes in our galaxy. They form when stars explode, and then the remaining core is crushed by its own gravity. This newest discovery helped astronomers estimate the closest black hole could be just 80 light years away.
Terrifying.
Yeah, what's that mean for us?
Yeah.
A perspective, a better perspective that no matter what your problems are in life, at least we're not getting sucked up by a giant black hole.
Yet.
Yes. Maybe not in this lifetime.
Stay humble.
I got to be honest, it kind of freaks me out knowing there are that many black holes in the Milky Way.
There's probably even more. We just don't even know yet.
Just too many things you can't control, right? I can only control the cow pictures coming in and when we put them on air.
Let's focus on what really matters. Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, okay. Let's check in with Julian now. We have some lovely weather on tap for this weekend, Julian.
That's right. But starting right now, we're going to be planning out today, and it's going to be a wonderful start before that weekend for us. As we continue throughout the morning, we are going to be seeing plenty of sun and plenty of good weather. As we get into our afternoon, we'll climb into the low 80s. But that's really what we're going to start to top out for. Now, as we take a look, what we're going to be seeing for us here in the upper Midwest, a high-pressure system is going to dominate, and on top of it, it's going to keep things dry and relatively quiet throughout the next few days, which is setting up for a wonderful weekend, which we've been talking about all morning long. Now, as we get into the lunchtime hour for today, we'll see just a light breeze coming in from the northwest. Temperatures will be into the middle 70s, and then as we get into our afternoon, folks, it is still going to be relatively comfortable as we get into our evening hours. Here's a look at our weekend forecast. Saturday for Madison, we're going to be seeing around 75 degrees for us. Heading into Sunday for Father's Day, well, 84 degrees ain't too bad either, even though it is a little bit warmer than what it will be on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine. Gonna have to enjoy it, guys.
All right, thank you, Julian. We're back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with your Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. We hope you can join us for our upcoming event on treatment of knee arthritis and custom knee replacements.
Inflation is a tax hitting Wisconsin families and businesses, especially at the pump. But the Biden administration cut American energy production.
These are their policies. They want to drive up the price of fossil fuel. They want to drive up the price of energy. So apparently we use less of it.
Senator Ron Johnson is fighting to restore American energy independence. Johnson helped write legislation to finish the Keystone Pipeline, expand U.S. oil production, and promote natural gas. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting for American energy independence.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm going to gag or I'm going to go play football. I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that like obsessed with white teeth.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth. With power swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the power swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee.
Right now, a kidnapping case turned homicide investigation. The details on the disturbing case that started in Madison.
Also, disaster cleanup. Storms that stretch the state leave communities needing help. The number of confirmed tornadoes that hit Wednesday night.
And it is going to be wonderful today, and our weekend is looking even better. We'll talk more about this forecast coming up.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We start with disturbing details from a homicide investigation. Officials say a person was taken from Madison Tuesday to rural Columbia County, where they were shot and killed.
People are in custody. 3 people being held on tentative murder charges. Tahalil Moeddin reports.
Following a domestic disturbance call on Madison's east side.
If you see something, you have to say something, no matter how small it looks.
Madison police arrive on scene to find a woman trying to run a man over with her car.
Ended up driving over a curb and struck a home in the 400 block of South Ingersoll Street after narrowly missing the male.
It wasn't until later that police realized the 2 people they apprehended were involved in much more than an attempted hit and run.
Officers received information that the parties and crashed vehicles had been involved in a kidnapping.
The Columbia County Sheriff's Office able to confirm the car they were driving belonged to a kidnapping victim.
Assaulted, bound, and placed in his own vehicle in Madison, where he was transported to the rural Lewiston Township.
After an extensive search, police say they found the victim dead in rural Columbia County.
The victim was removed from his vehicle and shot with a handgun.
Police say they are still investigating motive, but are encouraging anyone with information to come forward.
It takes all of us. Public safety is everyone's responsibility, not just the police.
Now, of the 3 people currently in jail, 2 were involved in the domestic disturbance. Another was arrested following a search of the home where police believe the kidnapping had started.
A man charged in a deadly shooting on Madison's east side is being held on $1 million cash bond this morning for his alleged involvement in a November killing. Shavers Link was in jail until Monday when he was extradited to the Jane County Jail, making his first appearance in court yesterday. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide, accused of shooting and killing Eric Ranson last year.
6 tornadoes are now confirmed to have touched down Wednesday throughout the state. Boston's mayor declaring a disaster to get help cleaning up from the EF1 that hit them.
I am just so thankful that nobody is hurt or killed. And that could have very well been the situation. Material objects, I know it gets to be very hard to replace some of those things when you're on a fixed budget or whatever, but it's just, that's the major thing, that nobody got hurt and everybody pulls together to help their neighbors.
Governor Evers visited Boston and Toma, where an EF2 touched down to survey the damage done to both those communities. A 3rd tornado was also confirmed in our area just east of Lafarge on Wednesday.
Further north, the Brown County executive declaring a state of emergency following Wednesday's storms. This declaration will allow Brown County and its municipalities to be eligible for state and federal resources to help clean up and recovery efforts. As of this morning, about 13,000 people were still without power across Brown County. Marinette County also working in disaster conditions with hundreds of trees down. Residents in the town of Silver Cliff say that it's the worst storm damage they've ever seen. The National Weather Service has confirmed it was a tornado that tore through, causing power outages for many.
It happened so fast. I mean, just like that. And I didn't realize trees were down because like it was dark until I went to the window and said, oh, we don't have a view. It's just green.
The town of Sheboygan also cleaning up. Their director of emergency management says efforts will spill into next week. Most of the damage in Sheboygan is from fallen trees. And back here in Dane County, all power now restored to those affected by Monday's storms. MG&E completed restoration to the final few hundred overnight.
It has been a long week.
Oh, man.
Am I right, Julian? Monday's storm seemed like forever ago.
Honestly, it does, but on top of it, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders once Wednesday was over with. Carrying into the rest of the week, now we get into our Friday, folks, and we are starting off wonderfully. Beautiful sunrise here in Madison, and the temperatures, as we're kicking things off, aren't too bad either. 66 degrees here in Madison, and the dew points are also one thing to pay attention to because we're not looking at too much in terms of humidity to kick off our Friday morning. Temperatures around southern Wisconsin, mainly into the low 60s. We're looking at 66 in Madison, 63 for Janesville, and 61 in Platteville. And our friends in La Crosse, we're looking at 63 degrees as we're kicking things off for us. Dew points, not too bad either. Mainly comfortable as we're kicking things off, even though we are starting to see it dwindle a little bit more for some areas. We're still looking at a bit of moisture over towards Platteville at 61 degrees in terms of our dew points. But as we get in throughout the rest of today here in Madison, kicking off our lunchtime hour and our evening, well, folks, we're going to be looking pretty gorgeous. Make sure you eat outside if you can. We're going to be looking into the middle and upper 70s. And then as we get into the later part of today, we'll start to see those 80s roll in, but they're going to be on the lower end of that spectrum. Now, a high-pressure system is going to continue to track its way into the upper Midwest, and which is going to keep things dry for us pretty much throughout the next few days. However, one thing we are going to be watching for is a backdoor of some energy and potentially a cold front to roll its way in that could be bringing in potentials of us start to see just some showers, mainly north and east of Madison going into our Sunday. But for Friday, we're going to be all clear and cool. And then as we go into our Saturday, we're going to be pleasant and sunny as well. As we go into our Saturday afternoon, we'll start to see a bit of some cloud cover starting to develop pretty late. But then Sunday morning, that's where we're looking at some energy to bring in a bit of that moisture and some showers just north of Madison and even into the eastern side. We're not looking for much in terms of see really any precipitation for us in Madison or even south of Dane County. But one thing to watch for is that we are going to be mostly sunny throughout the course of this weekend, but could see some areas a pop-up shower or two as we get into the back end of our Sunday. Now, as we take a look at what else we can see for our three things to know, well, we're going to be dry through Father's Day, and heading into next week, we are looking for a warm-up for Monday and Tuesday with that heat really cranking up back into the 90s, guys.
All right, Julian Seawright breaking it down for us. Thank you. We have some breaking news this morning. The United Kingdom government has approved the extradition of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to the U.S. Back here, he would face spying charges. The decision comes after a British court ruling said extraditing him would not be oppressive or unjust. Assange has 14 days to appeal.
The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner says that 2 bodies recovered in the Kinnickinnick River where the 2 men swept up Monday evening. The 2 men were trying to save 10-year-old Muhammad Arman Rashidullah, who was also swept away by the water. The body of the boy was recovered Tuesday. Police found Arman's father, Rashidullah Abdul Hashim, and their neighbor, Zachariah Ghanamea, yesterday afternoon. Their autopsies will happen today.
Wisconsin's Department of Justice is out with a new plan focusing on ensuring students, families, teachers, and staff all have the support they need when they need it. The state is creating 12 regional incident response teams. Their focus is going to be on offering emotional and logistical support following a traumatic event. The volunteer teams will include mental health professionals, police, and school safety experts.
Having an effective crisis response really mitigates or reduces the intensity of the trauma for school, children, and adults. So we would like these teams to be able to help guide the processes that happen in district after an acute event and be able to respond in ways that research shows us reduces trauma.
The teams are training this summer and should be ready to go by the time school starts in September. They'll be based across the state. This is all funded by a federal grant.
This Sunday marks the 2nd year Juneteenth is a federal holiday after President Biden signed it into law last year. Juneteenth is a day that commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S. It joins other summer holidays like the 4th of July, which retailers have used to market and sell products. The Juneteenth Foundation fears the companies will exploit the new holiday for profit.
Go out and buy black. Use this as a singular day to actually go out and support local black businesses and entrepreneurs in your community. Us supporting each other is a really important, critical component of it.
On June 19th in 1865, the last enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas were officially told that the Civil War was over and that they were free. That was 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
6:38 now. Let's take a live look outside. Julian looking ahead to a beautiful Father's Day on tap before that second big warm-up we will see next week.
And Show Dog's biggest stage, the 2 new breeds added to the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Plus, wait till you see what's behind these doors. We're in the 608 this morning, taking a look at the 2022 Madison Area Parade of Homes when we come back.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
There's a reason President Trump endorsed Tim Michels for governor.
I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs.
President Trump called Tim Michels an America First conservative who will support the Second Amendment, honor law enforcement, and stand strong against the woke mob.
If you want to see Madison turned upside down, then I'm asking for your vote.
Tim Michels, endorsed by President Trump for governor.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
The dairy state is producing more milk than ever with fewer workers.
It's going to encourage her to let down her milk.
It's Dairy Month, and Mark Kane shows you how robotic technology is helping keep dairy farmers and their cows happy. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
News 3 Now is taking action to keep you on top of the latest breaking news.
Taking action whenever news breaks with a team committed to following developing stories so you'll know all the facts.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
You are watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608 this morning, we have a preview of the 2022 Madison Area Parade of Homes.
Josh Breider live in DeForest with more on this year's parade. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're in the Savannah Brooks neighborhood giving you a look at some of the homes of what you're going to be seeing on this year's parade. Starts today, runs through next Sunday. We're in our final home this morning. We want to bring in the builder himself, Freddie of J.M. Frederick Custom Homes. Freddie, thank you so much for having us in here.
Thanks for coming out.
Grand entrance here. Talk about this home that we're in right now.
It's 2,286 square feet on the main floor, another 1,400 in the basement finished. It's a beautiful high ceilings, big open concept that's big these days.
It's pretty cool. I like how you kept the high ceiling concept going all the way out into the outdoor space as well above the deck.
Yeah, that's nice. Then the front door you're just looking at, that's a 3'6" wide by 8 foot door. which is really easy for your furniture.
For moving in and out, right? Over here in the kitchen, you know, talk a little bit about what the colors are in here. We've seen a little bit of everything. A lot of people go white, but this is a little bit more of a dark theme.
Yeah, pretty much all my houses, we do like a white perimeter, and then the islands are usually stained. But this is sold, of course. So this is what the people picked out. This is a knotty boulder. So you see the knots in the wood. It's kind of rustic.
So as far as this year's parade, you know, why should people come out? You know, what are their, basically, what is there for folks to be able to check out during this parade?
Well, just check out the finishes, like this is the quartz countertops, stuff like that, the flooring. I mean, if you're thinking of remodeling or building, you know, that's the perfect time to come. Light fixtures, all that kind of stuff you don't usually look at houses. Handles on cabinets, nobody looks at that until you have to pick them out.
So there's a lot there's a lot of details that sometimes you forget about.
And people don't realize that when you go to build a house, they're like, oh, I gotta pick that out, I have to do this, I have to do all this stuff. Well, there it is. So pick out the handles.
There you go. Walk us over to the pantry, because this is one of my favorite things, I think, in this entire house. Earlier before, you guys saw a little bit of a tease, but as we walk into this pantry, you'd have no idea this is behind here. Look at this big space back here, guys.
Here we got the coffee maker, microwave hidden away back in the pantry, shelving. So it's kind of a nice little hiding spot for you.
Yeah, it really is. And downstairs there's another one like it too, but a bigger room.
Yeah, that's it. There's a cigar room in the basement.
That is so neat. So that kind of goes to show you can really customize your home for you.
Oh yeah, all my homes are custom.
So as far as this parade route goes over the next couple of weeks, what do people need to know, and why should they come out?
I mean, it's just a family thing, just to come out and walk through the houses. It's cheap. I mean, it's fun. I used to always do it when I had time, but now, of course, I'm here all the time, so I can't go to the parade.
It's fun to see all the uniqueness and the differences that all these homes have, because each one's kind of special for itself.
Yeah. The nice thing, too, they have the virtual now, so you can go online and go through the houses. So that's what I do. So I can see the houses, because, I like to see what other people do.
It is cool. There's so many different ideas and so many different ways to do things these days.
Like the Sub-Zero with the wood panels on the door. You don't hardly even notice the refrigerator.
You don't. Yeah, it just kind of blends in with the rest of the cabinets. Dishwasher is the same way here, too. Well, Freddie, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate the tour this morning. Thanks for taking us into the pantry there. Kind of a special thing. Tickets are still available. Again, the parade kicks off today, runs through next Sunday. Guys, if you want to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com. I've got links right there for you.
Yeah, I'll take that pantry. Sure.
It's pretty neat. Yeah.
Not bad.
I would, too. If only you guys, I'll have to take a picture and send you the cigar room downstairs. It's like probably 20 times the size of that. It is so cool. So that just goes to show that you never know what you're going to find here.
I'll make that my old-fashioned room. Josh Breiter, thank you very much.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is set to start this weekend in New York. And yesterday, they debuted 2 new breeds that will compete this year. Newly joining breeds include one in the herding group. That's a Muddy, a medium-sized farm dog from Hungary, originally bred to herd sheep and cattle. And the Russian Toy will be joining the toy group judging category. Over 200 breeds will compete in the televised contest that starts Saturday and concludes Wednesday, when judges determine which dog is best in show.
Gorgeous little pups there. Hey, ahead of Father's Day, how much do you think your family's going to spend on Dad? Well, according to the National Retail Federation, $20 billion will be spent in the U.S. That's going to tie the record set last year. People are planning to spend an average of $171 to honor the important dads in their lives. You're worth it, Dad. Couple options for you if you're buying last minute. Consider special outings, clothing gift cards, and personal care.
Maybe you take Dad out on the boat this weekend. It is going to be a beautiful one to get out on the water. Julian Seawright's here with the certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Julian.
That's right. If you guys have a boat, or if you just want to go to the pool, or even grilling, this weekend is going to be perfect for it. We're going to start things off by looking at what Saturday is going to be for us this week. Well, this weekend it's going to be around 75 degrees for us. Plenty of sunshine and a nice light to variable winds for us. Then as we roll into Sunday, 84 degrees for Father's Day and for Juneteenth. Still looking at plenty of sunshine throughout the majority of the day. Could see some clouds build later into the afternoon, but for the most part, we're looking at a pretty nice evening for our Sunday as we get in throughout the rest of the weekend for us, and it's going to be on the warm side as well. So definitely take a look at what our Father's Day forecast, timing things out for the most part, is going to be looking like for us. As I mentioned, it's going to be mostly sunny throughout the course of the day, starting for the morning, going into our afternoons. We'll start to see those middle 70s pretty early, and then we're going to warm things up, getting into those middle 80s. But then after this weekend, we have to go back to reality of the next work week. Even though many of us are off for Monday, we're going to be seeing those heat indices starting to crank themselves up as we go into Monday and Tuesday. So we're looking at more humid conditions, and the 90s are back. Afterwards, the first true day of summer will be on Tuesday, and then we're going to see those summer-like temperatures throughout the next few days, guys.
All right, Julian Seawright, thank you very much. Almost 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, the local teams going home with the gold in Wisconsin's state baseball tournament.
And if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The biggest mattress savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Save up to $1,000 on luxury brands and bonus discounts only available in store. Plus 60-month special financing and fast 5-day delivery on in-stock mattresses. Don't miss it at Ashley.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
Because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look better. Massage envy facials, where better begins.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
It's always time for Papa Murphy's. And now you can get any medium 2-topping pizza for just $6.99. Now that's meaty-yum. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Joe Biden opened America's borders, increasing the flow of deadly drugs into our communities. Last year, over 105,000 people died of drug overdoses in America. Biden's putting our children and families at risk. Ron Johnson is warning everyone that drug traffickers are adding fentanyl to counterfeit pills, and it only takes one pill to kill. Please tell your children and support law enforcement.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Massive savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Get doorbuster discounts up to 71% off, plus 60-month special financing with no money down on all in-stock merchandise. And bonus discounts only available in store. Don't miss it at Ashley.
Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The state baseball tournament wrapping up with some local teams winning big this year. The Milton Redhawks making it to the tournament for the first time. They made it all the way to the championship, becoming the Division I state champs. Jefferson playing Denmark for the second year in the second division. Ultimately, though, they lost. They came in second. Still a big deal. Congrats to them. And in the D3 championship, Cuba City coming away victorious after making it to the tournament for the first time since 1955.
Congratulations. 2 men charged in connection with a January robbery that led to a shootout with Madison police are now headed to trial. Prosecutors say 24-year-olds Singleton Smith Harston and Cameron Smith robbed a convenience store in January. Smith was later arrested. Officers say that Smith Harston tried running from police. Police say that he fired shots at officers who then returned fire. Smith Harston was arrested shortly after.
Happening today, looking forward to Sunday, the governor will be raising the Juneteenth flag above the Capitol. This marks the third year that Evers will raise it. He'll be joined by other lawmakers and the Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus. That's happening at 12:30.
A train and a piece of construction equipment collided in McFarland yesterday afternoon. It caused some traffic delays. It happened right on the tracks near Taylor Road just before 1 o'clock. No injuries were reported.
A major turnaround on Wall Street after making gains earlier this week. Stocks tumbling yesterday. The Dow closed more than 700 points, hitting its lowest level in a year. Investors are worried the Federal Reserve's newest interest rate hike could send the economy into a recession.
The Golden State Warriors are your NBA champs. They beat the Boston Celtics last night, 103-90 in Game 6. The Celtics taking out previous defending champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, to make it to the finals. This is the Warriors' 4th title in 8 years and their 7th overall. The Warriors' Steph Curry was named Series MVP.
After years of plans, the first Great Lakes cruise ship arrived in Green Bay this week. The Ocean Navigator docked early yesterday. It'll be leaving town today. The 290-foot ship is currently on a 16-day excursion around the Great Lakes. Tickets started at $6,300 for the more than 100 passengers on board.
The FDA is set to return to Abbott's Michigan baby formula plant today after severe storms and flooding forced the company to shut it down. The factory had resumed operations there less than 2 weeks ago after a contamination issue halted production for months. The White House says the FDA's visit to the facility is to ensure that when Abbott is ready, it can start to produce safe and quality formula.
New video showing a rescue at sea. Fellow boaters helping to rescue 11 people after a boat capsized just east of Tampa Bay. The boat overturned and started sinking when law enforcement arrived on scene. A nearby boat was already there, lifting victims on board. 2 of the 11 had to be taken to the hospital, but they're all expected to be okay.
The World Cup is coming to North America. FIFA announcing 16 cities in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada have been chosen to host matches in 2026. The 3 nations agreed that the World Cup final be held in the U.S. too. The closest city that we can catch a match is going to be Kansas City. After that, it's a toss-up between Atlanta or crossing the border to Toronto.
Tesla is again raising prices for all its car models in the U.S. in response to persistent global supply chain problems and soaring raw material costs. The electric car maker increased its Model Y long-range price to $66,000, used to cost $63,000. The 5% price hike comes as costs of raw materials for from aluminum to lithium used in cars and batteries surge.
And wrapping things up for us, folks, as we get into our holiday weekend, well, things are going to be relatively quiet and pretty comfortable. We're going to see those quiet conditions throughout the next few days. Some areas may see a spot-up shower late Sunday, but aside from that, we're going to be dry throughout much of Wisconsin through Father's Day. Now, it's going to be warm next week, folks, so enjoy the weekend while we have it, because once we get into next week, we're back into some 90s, and the humidity will be pushing our heat indices back to some really hot temperatures, guys.
All right, Julian, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us this week, folks. Have a great Father's Day weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.